What are your unconscious intentions? What are your biases? What are your motivations in life? You don't have to answer this. But there are certain unconscious motivations and intentions that if you have them, no teacher, no book, no content creator is ever going to be able to help you change your life. I've been noticing a pattern of some of my viewers, and I love you guys, but this pattern was bothering me because I couldn't figure it out. But I figured it out now, and I'm going to share it with you. I've created my dream life. Not all my wildest dreams, but I had a dream at 16 and I've created it. How I created that dream life was through an intention that was so pure. This intention was aligned with truth. My intentions in life were to use everything in my life to teach me how to grow, to show me how to heal, to teach me how to heal, to upgrade me, to give me the skills that I need. Those are my intentions. Every person, place, experience, thing in my reality. How can this help me grow? How can this help me get smarter? How can this help me heal? How can this help me return to my true self? How can this help me spiritually awaken? Those were my intentions. And what happened? Every single experience, person, place, thing in my life helped me heal, helped me grow, helped me spiritually awaken, helped me get to my dream. My dream was to awaken my psychic abilities and heal my trauma. I did. This was an authentic dream. It was destined for me. You can do this too, only if you don't have these unconscious intentions or motivations. Okay? So, what are the unconscious intentions and motivations that prevent this? Inflation of the ego. If you watch a teacher and you have the unconscious need to inflate your ego, you're only going to be interpreting that teacher through the lens of, how can I use this to inflate my ego? How can I use this to make myself look smarter? How can I use this to manipulate my own perception of myself so that I don't have to feel so insecure? You see that? That's what it means to inflate the ego. How can I use reality to manipulate my own perception of myself? Now, that is a way to cope and heal. I mean, it's not a way to heal. It's a way to cope with life, but it's not a very good way. Okay? That's an unconscious intention. How can I manipulate my own perception of myself so that I can keep avoiding my problems and not heal my traumas and not have to look at life? Okay? And a lot of people have this unconscious intention. There's no shame in it. A lot of people have it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling some tension. Okay. Now, what's another unconscious intention that you may have? It's all about manipulation, really. It's all about manipulation, if you have the intention to manipulate. So people who manipulate others also manipulate themselves. Right? So do you see the parallels? The way that I was relating to reality was, how can I use this to grow? How can I use this teacher to heal? How can I use this teacher to become smarter? Not to pretend I'm smarter, to become smarter. The difference is illusion versus truth. You can choose either one. You have a choice. You can choose to move towards truth, or you can choose to move towards the illusion. The illusion is pretending you're smart, pretending you have a good life, living in a fantasy, narcissism. The truth is becoming smart, becoming your dream life, becoming happy, becoming the fantasy that you want, the fantasy life, given it's possible within the beliefs of this current reality. Okay? You have a choice. A lot of people choose the illusion. What that means is that instead of using to grow and become truth, grow and become, they use to pretend and lie and manipulate. So everything in reality, how you're growing is actually the opposite way. You're growing into an illusion. You're growing into, how can I use this to feed my ego, to keep feeling like, to keep the illusion alive? How can I use everything to keep the illusion alive? But if you really want to live, keyword, live life, live in reality life, you need to choose truth. You need to let go of them illusions, baby. You don't need them. You don't need them. Because the illusions were given to you by people with bad intentions towards you. What is an illusion? What do I mean by this? An illusion is like a narcissist. Narcissists have lots of illusions. They think they have these grandiose illusions of themselves. What's another illusion? Another more benign illusion that people have? When they had an abusive childhood, they have an illusion that their childhood was fine, that it was normal, that it was healthy, that nothing bad happened to them. That illusion helped them survive their childhood. You have to survive it by creating an illusion. And then you come into reality as an adult, and you still have all those illusions, but you don't need them. So your brain has been wired to create these illusions of like what is real, right? No one has modeled to you how to stop being insecure, how to actually heal your trauma. So you learn, well, I can manipulate myself to think that I'm a good person, to think that I'm smart, but deep down there's this freaking hole inside, this void of not enoughness, of pain. But guess what? You are capable of healing that pain, of growing that pain. The universe wants you to heal that pain. It wants you to expand. And you are so capable of it. I did it. Oh my gosh. I did it. When I was 16, I started my healing journey. The amount of growth that I've done with this intention is astronomical, animalical. I don't know if that's a word. Animalical. It's a word now. But yeah, figure out your unconscious intentions. Switch it. How do I use this to grow? How do I use this to heal? How do I use this to return to truth? How do I use this to return to my true self? Because once you're at your true self, like, you're golden, baby. Your true self is not insecure. Your true self is not enough. Your true self is amazing. Your authentic self is amazing. So valuable. Millions of dollars. Worth billions of dollars. Confident. Beautiful. That's your authentic self. So why not just come back to this authentic self? You don't need the illusion. You don't need to pretend you're something you're not. Because you're amazing. It's just about coming back to it. It's so much better to be in truth than it is to be in the illusion. Love ya.